I don't want to keep coming back to the same subject because it's going to end up boring and upsetting everyone. But something else came out at the trial of the two Afghan men that were convicted of the horrific abuse of the 15-year-old girl in Leamington Spa. Apparently, one of the angles from one of the defence barristers, I'm not sure if this is for both of the young men or for just one of them, was that they didn't understand the concept of consent and so didn't think they were doing anything wrong, because in Afghanistan that isn't really a concept that is prevalent. Girls giving consent during their teenage years is apparently not really a thing. The men don't need to ask for it. They can just have their wicked way with anyone they want. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. I've never been to Afghanistan. I know nothing about Afghan culture, but that was used as a line by the defence, by the barrister of at least one of the men. So that prompts me to ask a question. If that's true, if that's the case, and if legal minds and barristers and human rights lawyers are going to use that as an argument in the UK, surely that argument can be flipped around, and that's therefore a very strong argument for not allowing any of them in, ever, under any circumstances. Because if they have no concept of what giving consent is to sexual activity, if they don't understand the concept whatsoever, then that means that every single one of them is a danger, whether they go on to commit crimes or not. If that's just not a thing in their country, not a thing in their culture, it doesn't exist, they can't get their heads around it, they don't understand the entire concept, then that means that every single man that comes from that country potentially is a danger, because they have no concept that they may be doing anything wrong. So whilst they may have thought they were clever in using that argument, whilst they may have thought that that was a reasonable defense, actually, to my mind, flip that around. And that's actually very condemnatory. That means that going forward, we should be able to use that as a country to argue that we allow none of them in, shouldn't we? That's just completely logical. That is just logic. Tell me I'm wrong.